Hi, I'm Belle, and this is my tarot week ahead forecast for the week beginning March the 24th. I'm going to start by showing you what is in the place of desire. So this is the collective desire. We've got these two cards. We've got the Fool, how lovely and how appropriate at the beginning of spring, and we have the Page of Wands. So I'm going to say too fiery. Actually, we can ascribe fieriness to the Fool, who steps out into this new horizon, this new landscape, to explore, experiment, to go beyond, to find out, and also to go carrying very little. That's a very important part of the Fool. And here we have the energy and the enthusiasm to do it. So the energy for newness, not really surprising at this time of the year. Here we are at the beginning of spring. I want to say, given the whole of the spread, I want to say, let us bounce into spring gently. Bounce gently. It does feel that way. This is not hurl ourselves into spring. It's tread gently, I think, and very largely for our own benefit. So the word springboard comes to mind. There is the energy of a bit of lift, a bit of enthusiasm, and for any of us or anybody that we know who is a gardener, this is definitely an energized time of year. We know lots of stuff to be getting on with at this point. And the birds, honestly, aren't they? The birds are very, very busy with their nesting. So we're starting with this great sense of enthusiasm, activity, wanting things. It's all great. You can probably sense there's a however. It's a very gentle however, but I think it's important to say here, I really do, because this is about being good for your body, not pushing your body, not pushing yourself, not giving yourself perhaps a huge list of tasks which you know are going to be exhausting, to actually manage this time well. So let's have a look at what's happening in the middle here. Managing this time well, let's look at this card first, is about giving where you can afford to give and holding where you cannot. Balanced giving. So we are just very shortly over the equinox. This is a time of balance, but it's more than that. It's a time of reflecting on how balanced we are. And I would suggest that a lot of what I'm seeing in front of me is the ability to balance the doing and the resting, because this is very important. The quality of deep rest when you can, and building it in to your daily or your weekly routines. Build in rest. And the reason I'm saying that is because we have this and this and this and a bit of this. You get the picture? We have people who are literally demonstrating to us, sit down, operate from where you are, don't go rushing about. Manage your time, your energy, your business, your family. Manage those things in the most efficient way for your energy. So definitely not too much rushing about. If you can fit in lots of rest in between doing whatever it is that you need to do, this is being encouraged. So this is why I'm saying bounce gently into spring. Don't rush into it. Don't throw yourself in it. Don't imagine that you need to be active every moment of the day. The other thing, of course, is asking for help and not giving where you simply haven't got the energy to give. Notice where you need to say no. Notice where you need to say, I'd love to help you, but I can't do that right now. Or whatever it is. Because I think the impulse at the moment is to spring into spring and get going with this and get going with that. which I completely understand. However, the archetypes are saying, can you please pace yourself? Pace yourself carefully, pace yourself wisely. Notice how you feel in your body. If you get to a certain point in the day and you've had enough, notice that. Then decide what you're going to do about it. So, this is not a fast week. It is a week for feeling our enthusiasm for all the things that we either want, the things that bring us joy, the things that we want to create, the things that we want to share with others. There's certainly a great deal of energy for pleasure, enjoyment, and the company of other people this week. And especially as you are perhaps, let's go back to these two here, thinking about what it is that you want to create. What is your journey? What it is that you're after? What are you up to? What is it that you're creating at home, at work, in your relationships? What is it, this adventure that you're going on now, that may be a development from previous adventures? And make sure, again, slow cards, not dashing about. Make sure that you enjoy the journey. That it's not just, oh yes, that experience went by. Enjoy being there. Enjoy doing that. So it is a heartfelt week, and at the same time there's a great deal of fiery energy underneath that is inspiring us to put into practice those things that bring us joy. I mean, one of the things for me at the moment is I'm watching my seedlings. I've got a few seedlings that I grow in the area around my caravan. They're coming up, and I can't tell you, it is so exciting. Just waiting for that tiny little movement when a seedling breaks through the soil. It's like, ah! And every year I get very excited about this. So, in our way, in all of our different ways, we may be experiencing this. It's a positive week, it's an uplifting week, and it's a week where we can express our enthusiasm for life. As long as we're not pushing or forcing anything, and we're allowing ourselves to listen to our bodies and do things in a way which is good for us. I raised these earlier because this is about the inspired dream. Now, sometimes with the inspired dream, we don't get the whole picture. We don't wake up and go, oh, you know what, my inspired dream is this, and it's got this and that and there, and there's this part of it. What we might get, and this is largely how I've lived my life, is we might get the end of the string, and then we follow that string, and we follow that string, and we follow that string. Because we know that when it resonates deeply in our hearts, we don't need to know the end of the story. What we need to know is the next bit of the story. And I think that's very much what this is about. It's about allowing ourselves to grasp the thread, the intuitive thread that says, this feels right. This feels right to me. And then we embody that and we put it into form or into practice in our lives. So, on that rather lovely and positive note, I wish us all a good week, an interesting week, and a week where we enjoy the enthusiasm without being too pushy on ourselves. I have a new website. I expect many of you have already been there, which is great. Thank you very much. It's always good. And if you haven't been there, then I'm encouraging you to follow the link below. And I also reach out to those of you who are not having an easy time. And I know that there are plenty of people out there who are deeply challenged at this time. There's a lot of major change occurring, both in ourselves and in our world. And if I can help you at all, please do get in contact with me. You can contact me by going below, leaving a comment, hi Belle, interested in a reading, or you can contact me through Messenger, same thing, and we will have a private conversation about that. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.